Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 12 of my Ostriv series. So in the last episode we had a bit of a problem with the firewood running out and a few families, or at least definitely one, leaving the village due to the lack of firewood. So to react to that, I got the second forest set up and hired a couple workers, and I've made sure we've got our main forestry maxed out at 5 workers. But I don't think firewood should be a problem really ever again, because the reason firewood was such a problem was because these workers over here had to travel across the whole town to chop down the trees I had selected here. So now that they're chopped down and we've got extra wood collectors, or lumberjacks, whatever you want to call them, we should be okay. So let's go. So you can see here we've got the stone mining camp up and running, and the workers are now mining the stone right on the coast here. That's useful because we need the stone for our new industrial area we've got over here, which has the lime kiln that needs stone, the lime works, which doesn't need stone but it relies on the lime kiln, and the salt works, which does need stone. So we're now getting these buildings constructed. Still quite a lot of families with financial needs, and that's because of the women not having jobs. In fact, that's a lot of unemployed women. We're going to need to find some more jobs for them, but think of what jobs you can even have. Like for example, with the cow shed and the chicken coop, we don't need maxed out workers, but even then I've still got them at maxed out. Change that. Yeah, sometimes men take up these jobs, and what I want. Yeah, like we don't have enough hemp here. I think getting plows is really important, so we can improve our hemp production, and therefore we can get more clothes workers and weavers, so that will employ more women. Because yeah, the salt works doesn't employ women. Neither does the lime works. The lime kiln uses labourers, so that women can be employed for that. But teacher, there we go. So that's another one, and then that's some jobs there. That's good. Visitor, very far. Okay, so buckwheat. I'm going to sell 1,000 buckwheat for 100 coins. And that's actually all we've really got that I want to sell. We got some sunflower oil actually. I'll sell 1,000 of that. I'll sell all our sunflower oil because we do have spare sunflowers. Flour. Okay, I'm gonna buy wheat in. Yeah, we're not growing. We're only growing 1 wheat. And we're running out. So buy some wheat. See here, the foresters actually now do have full woods. We probably wouldn't even need this forester. I'm just looking over our expenses, and you can actually see that we made a loss last year, but we did import quite a lot. So without really any of the imports, we made quite a big profit. So I'm tempted to maybe reduce some of the land tax or something like that, just so people have a little bit more money, because you see all these families struggling to pay. Land tax is quite crippling, so I'm gonna reduce land tax by 0.10, which you can see has a massive impact on them. Shit. Not this fucking again. Oh my god. Resource supply. So I'm gonna stock 500 potatoes, 500 buckwheat, as well as 100 and 100 and 100. Okay. Can we get stock in? I don't think we can get stock in time, until all our pigs are going to die again, which is a pain in the ass. Okay, we've got a bit of stock. We did go down to 8. Holy shit. So yeah, this is something I realised after just playing a bit on my own. You can stock other food resources other than wheat. So we can see here with the chickens, resource supply, we can do buckwheat as well. So I'm going to get 500 buckwheat. The cow shed's fine, and the cow shed's really easy to maintain with just hay. But yeah, the other ones you want to watch out, because I find the wheat is just so, like, volatile. I either have loads of it or none. I think I'm not growing enough. When we get plows in, that should massively help with the efficiency. And I think actually I can get some more fields in. But I can't get one just yet. We're not further enough into the year. Boom. That's the salt works up. No draft animals. We do need cows. Buying in some hemp as well there, because we don't have much in storage. I had some more labourers there. We don't have much in storage, so I can hire them more workers. So that's then hired 6 more women workers, and also could make us a profit, because if we get some more hemp in, we can then make more clothes and sell those clothes. So that should actually be profitable, as well as reducing the unemployment levels. You can see now we're down to 14%. So we've halved our unemployment levels, which is great. But we've got a lot of struggling families here, and I've already reduced the land tax slightly. I'm going to reduce the purchase from citizens' price, but then I'm going to reduce the village house rent. Okay. So we're not selling any meat, really. We're only selling chicken meat. We're not selling any of the pork or sallow, so... Oh no, here we are. We're selling it in our main one. So actually we're doing okay there. And what's the granary looking like? Sallow, pork... Chicken eggs, chicken meat... We getting beef? No, we're not. So I'm gonna get some beef. Okay, there. I've upped the storage for the meat, and now we're selling the meats there. So these we've recovered. We're already at 15. I'm gonna up that to 20. But water reserves are running out as well, apparently. Only 1 month left, so... Production... Well... I'm just going to get a well out the front here. But I'm going to speed ahead, guys, as I'm going to actually try and improve our production in the agricultural zone. So the first 10 minutes of this video, just me looking over a few things and trying to get a few things done. But... I want to fulfill the jobs for the women, and I want to produce more, I'd say, advanced agricultural goods. So not just crops. It would be like eggs, chicken meat, sallow, pork, all of that. So I'm going to build some more agricultural buildings, and I'll be back when I'm done with that. So we've got the agricultural buildings down. I've got a granary that will only take in products made in these buildings. I've got a tannery, and I've placed it over here, not in our main square, because as far as I'm aware, the tannery is quite a smelly building, so obviously that doesn't affect anything in game, but just from a bit of keeping it realistic, I want to keep it sort of away from the town centre. I've got another cow shed, which is being built, a chicken coop which is finished, and another pigsty. So this will just double our production of all these resources, and the cow shed would be really easy, as we've already got plenty of hay, and we've always got a fallow field available, and if not, I can get a spare fallow field somewhere in the distance. The pigsty will probably be the hardest to maintain because the pigs eat so much food, but now that we're buying in produce that the villagers make, I think we'll be absolutely fine. And in fact, I will also stock these in this granary here. So this should be a very productive new establishment over here. And I'm just going to relocate some of the hatchlings and really go, ooh. Actually, no, I'm going to wait for them to... I don't want everyone to say mistake. I'm going to wait for them to actually stock this place up, and then I will get the hatchlings. So now you can actually see I've got no more unemployed. In fact, I actually need workers. So I'm going to do a massive housing extension over here, because I want them to access this market over here. So I'm going to do a massive housing extension to supply these new workers, and also to supply the men for these jobs over here. So again, I'll be back once I've done this. Okay, there we go, guys. So I've made a housing extension over here with a very small little seating areas for the residents to have somewhere to sit near the river. And I have put a little market stall here because I always like to do this. I have my big market zones, my main central one, big ones that cover a housing area, and then I have just in the separate housing areas a little market stall that sells the absolute essentials like firewood, flour, buckwheat, that sort of thing, just so people, if they maybe takes a little bit too long for them to reach that, they guaranteed got their necessities over here. So I'm going to get this one set up now, but not put any workers here until we actually have the place occupied. So now you can see that the bar has shrunk down a lot. It's going to take a while for us to get these all built, and we certainly won't get these all built by the end of the year, but we can certainly get a few of them built. And I've got quite a few buildings, well, I say quite a few, I've got 3 buildings that require trees to chop down, which I'm happy about, because now I've got these extra foresters, it gives them something to do, and we shouldn't struggle with firewood anytime soon, so it just gives them, yeah, something to do. But I'm happy we've got these set up. With all this food, I'm now going to relocate some hatchlings. There we go. So we've now got chickens here, and that was very easy. The chickens are definitely one of the easiest. Cows are the easiest because of the food source, but the chickens are so easy to manage. So we've got chickens here, and cow shed, we don't have any. Messenger from Reefer doesn't have any cows, he only has horses, but oh, you can see that actually, yeah, we are over our 20 limit, so we do want to relocate. There we go, and we're already starting to get these houses built here, and we've got 1 new family settling in already. So this is going good. We were making a profit. We're now making a loss. We've made a loss due to the import. You can see, oh no, it's fluctuating. I've reduced the house rent and I've reduced the land tax. I'm going to increase the market product price. Let's see how much of an effect that has. But just getting in more villagers should have a positive effect. And what I'll probably find is we'll make most of our money from selling goods, so exporting our goods to the other villages. So even though we're making a loss just normally, actually we make a profit when the messengers come from the other villages. So we've got this granary made. I'm gonna stock chicken eggs, chicken meat, milk, sallow, pork, and then I'm going to stock stuff that these other farms eat. So they eat buckwheat, wheat, and then the pigs eat quite a lot. They eat potatoes and beetroot and carrot. So there's a lot they eat. And I'm going to set this all up. So you can see we're already filling up this pigsty. So I'm going to resource apply to all. There we go. Yes, that's applied to this one. Okay, I don't actually have the workers for that. Oh yeah, I do. Because we've got 2 new families in now. So also want to get salt works in. We can start selling salt. Yeah, we're not selling salt at any of our places. We are selling it here, but we haven't actually got any. I'm going to add in a new market stall here. Sell salt, sallow, pork, and with the salt we'll also be able to sell dried fish. Yeah, are we selling honey? Yeah, we are. It's also dried fish. So I'm going to end that video there. We've expanded our agricultural area as well as planning out a large housing extension to supply the jobs for the agriculture area as well as supply the jobs for our newly created industrial area. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, if you give it a like, I'd really appreciate that. And if you've been watching the series this far and you haven't already subscribed, I'd really appreciate it also if you could subscribe, because I've got a lot more to do with this series, and I've got the idea of wanting to cover more Ostriv content in the future, such as updates, and when the new alphas come out, doing series on them. So if you're enjoying this, you'll probably be interested and enjoy that content too. So thanks for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.